Hello and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDOstream. This guy is Community Manager Cordovan. Thanks very much for joining me. We are live on Wayfinder today. Going to be wrapping up our flagging for Epic, Fall of Truth. Going to be doing Madstone Crater and Giant Old Tour. Hey Quartermaster, hey Di, Nightmare Knight, Luke of the Loot, Mary, Danalea, everyone else there. Yeah, Samus, we're doing weekly restarts. I guess I could probably mention that right off the bat here. By the way, I do have a couple of spots open. They're filling up fairly quickly, but if you want to send a tell to Mahkdoh, M-A-H-K-D-O-H, over on Wayfinder, epic level characters, and be happy to get you into the group. So yes, what we're going to be doing, at least for a while here, until we take care of some of the underlying sort of stability issues, shall we say, is we are going to be doing weekly restarts at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning every Wednesday. I know we weren't exactly 100% accurate on our downtime messaging today, but it should only take about an hour, maybe hour and a half tops to get the servers reset. Basically, we need to get everyone on the same page, whether it's 8 or 9 o'clock. I think it's going to be 9 o'clock Eastern every Wednesday for server restarts, and really that's just to take care of a memory leak issue, to make sure everything's cooking along well. Should overall improve your in-game experience fairly significantly, unless of course you play from 9 till 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesdays Eastern Time, in which case, sorry. Get rid of that. Alright, let's see. Does anyone know why my graphic settings revert back when I load the launcher? No, it should be persistent. Worst case scenario, you could try to do a reinstall or a repair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. So, what happened to Friday's afternoon? Well, last Friday I was busy. This Friday, by the way, I'm also busy. Last Friday I was in the auto shop getting tires for my car. This Friday I'm going to be in that same auto shop figuring out why I've got a rattle on the front of my car. I think it's like a loose tie rod. So I figured either I could stream me sitting in a chair at the auto shop for an hour, or I could not do the stream. So that's what's happening, unfortunately, last week and this week. So there will be probably no Friday at afternoon this week. I know that was when I was going to do the raid, but I guess that's just not destined to be, thanks to automotive issues. But we'll be back to our regular schedule after that, assuming my car decides to not be a jerk. At least I could explain myself. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so keeps asking me that it detects I am capable of high graphics. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I could think of would be either maybe a clock issue, perhaps it's a Windows user access control issue, but that doesn't really make any sense. I don't know. Hey Draculetta, how you doing? Looking a bit jaundiced? Oh no. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say, I guess I am looking kind of yellow, aren't I? Oh well. We're working on getting a stream room, but it hasn't quite happened yet. So, within the next couple of weeks. So, there you go. Alright, if we are ready to go, why don't we make our way over to Madstone. So just a quick note, we are doing the weekly, restart. If you haven't seen it yet, no worries. Oops. Yeah, that thing. So here's the trick about why that happens. There's a portal on the other side, and there's some kind of brief window of physics where you can click on your own portal to get back to where you were. Sort of weird, but hey, that's the way it is. We should get in there and fix that sometime. But I don't know. It's been going on for so long now. Wouldn't it be weird to actually not do that now? Hey, Brawn Pits. So, what else can I say? So we do have a new crafting update by No Worries. You can find that in the DDO forums. It's kind of a recap of everything so far and a status check. It's like, hey, here's where we sit now. And we're getting ready to get that onto Lamania. Our current target date for update 31 is kind of late-ish August. And so we should be ready to do Lamania by, let's say, mid-August. Right now we're still working on an issue where we can't Lamania character copy isn't doing what it needs to do. So as soon as we get that taken care of, we'll be having our Arcaneth crafting preview. And that'll really kick off our preview cycle for update 31 here. U32, not U31. Yes. I guess we probably don't need to preview U31 because you can play it right now. So there we go. But still, I know, one of the most frequent comments I get here is, when are we going to do Lamania next? Current target is mid-August. And once we have a more specific date, of course, we'll let you know. Is there any way to find out if any bugs are going to be fixed soon? Yes. You can ask me. But I don't yet have a list of bugs for update 32. I haven't done the release notes yet, so I'm not sure I can give you a lot of info on that. But ask away. If I can get you an answer, I will. Had an issue in Demon Queen, huh? Yeah, I don't know, Psycho Magi. And I know that I'm not aware of any historic issues with Demon Queen, like persistent, with her going brain dead at the end. So that may be just kind of a weird one-off there, but... No, I don't mind. I don't mind. Like, call me out on my mistakes. But if it is happening more particularly, regularly, it's something we can look into. Yeah, someone brings up a historic issue with Cry for Help, where if you push the drawbridges like too quickly, one after the generally back to back, it can cause some issues where it doesn't like to go down very regularly. So just give it a little time, and you'll be fine on that one.
A red crystal radiates malign magical power. Quarrel looks down at you expectantly. Quarrel calls out after you. Find the seers. Help them stop this madness.
Slaughter is still not doing 10W damage, huh? I mean, I know that we have done some bug work for Update 32. I know there's at least a couple of things that should be in there, but off the top of my head, I don't know what they are. You'll be working in the next, week or so to get started on release notes for Update 32 for Lamania. And then I'll have a much better sense of what bugs in particular might be in Update 32.
His mind warped utterly by the madness spell.
Alright, have I seen the bug in Coal Chamber, where in the doorways you know how there are sometimes traps? Well, if there is a trap, you can jump and glitch into the metal and then just go past the whole trap. Is that a bug? Yes. That would probably be an issue where you're just sort of bypassing the trap physics because it's getting stuck on part of the door. I don't know that it's a super high priority bug. I mean, clearly it's been that way for a while. I guess if that's a real concern of yours, we can try to prioritize it. But
only piles of gargantuan
well, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I guess it's a bug, but it doesn't matter that much.
The gateway slides open, and beyond, a living giant bellows in rage. These guardians of moon age exists. They protect the South Crystal. Come quickly.
Okay. Trap box in the harbors. Find the book quest. Still doesn't show it's done, though you hear it. Still falling through bridges and quests. The bridge is probably a physics thing. It would be, you know, it's going to have to be an individual fix per bridge. So it's probably related to, if I were to guess, I would say older quests. You know, we added our Havoc physics engine, I guess it was, what, 3-4 years ago or whatever now. And so some of the physics has changed, and so what it may be is there's just a little gap in the physics on some of those old bridges. And a content dev would have to go in there and basically add the actual, you know, tweak the sort of borders a little bit to make it not have a gap. That would be my guess, off the top of my head. But in particular, I would recommend sending in a bug report. That would be ddobugz.turbine.com. Make sure you specify what quest. If you can do a /loc to get a particular bridge, that might be helpful so that we could track it down. It may well be that we have that stuff in our bug queue already. But either way, you know, it's a way to get a sense that, hey, this is still happening or what have you. So.
The seer turns to you. Protect me.
Look at the loot says, I would love to see an update that has nothing but bug fixes, no new content. The issue with that is it would have a significantly detrimental business impact. I know, you know, it's something like we hear fairly, you know, over the years, oh, just do a bug fix update. Well, if you only did a bug fix update and you really truly had no new content for, say, a 6-8 month time period, a bunch of people would stop playing the game. Be a good way to kill DDO. That is the reality of the situation. Well, we have had individual, you know, patches that are dedicated to that kind of thing, and we've had some fairly robust ones there in the past. I would add one other thing too. You know, with our weekly server restarts, it opens up the possibility of sneaking in a few bug fixes that normally we would want to wait, till the next downtime, right? Which would typically in the past be a patch. So with the ability to do a weekly restart, theoretically, if we had a burning issue or something like that we could fix easily, it may well be that we'd be able to do a little bit of bug fixing in between sort of patches of that as the situation warrants. Now the big detriment to that was it would require, say, a new build, a new download, all that kind of thing. So I wouldn't expect it every single week. But it is something that is added to our toolbox now with a weekly world restart. Have I used any of the Big B's guiding hands yet? Yes. As a matter of fact, they were the coupon this week, so if you haven't checked that out, now's a great way to check it out for free, see what kind of use it might have for you. It's really good to just sort of mark, say, heal res spots in raids or quests. If you have someone joining later and you need to well, did you go left or did you go right? You can drop one in the left or right-hand tunnel. Yeah, I found some pretty good uses for them. So, and they're available individually now in the DDO store. And like I say, this past week's coupon was a free one for 5. So go ahead and check it out. See if you like it.
It is near, I am sure. The dust and debris underfoot suggests this passage has gone undisturbed for a very long time.
Someone is basically saying, with DDO having been around for a while, do we think we would be interested in sort of making a DDO 2, or would we probably upgrade DDO? No plans. Yes, let me announce DDO 2 as of this today. No, right. I mean, who knows what the future will bring, but no plans for a DDO 2 at the moment. The Big B's are consumables, and so you'll use them and it'll be consumed. The free coupon this week is for a free stack of 5, so at the very least you should do that, because it's free. But they're intended to be a consumable. It's kind of the idea came from some forum users and things like that. The idea of a breadcrumb, that's popped up over the years. This was our implementation of that.
Four natural ramps rise up to the central crystal. This will be a difficult position to defend.
I'm sorry, Koya, I just now noticed that you're dead. Where are you, though? You're probably a ways back, huh? We're at the part 2 here for Madstone. Why don't we take care of that, and then we'll come back up and get you.
That is going to pick him up.
Okay. just to be clear, in case it was messed up on audio, we are not doing a DDO2. Yeah.
I have my sniping position.
I'm ready to swing my axe.
The seer turns to you. I do the ritual. You keep me safe.
I have to admit, about that bridge question, I don't even know the last time I fell through a bridge. I wonder if it's related to a specific quest that maybe you run frequently that I don't, so you encounter it more often, or perhaps it's a specific race or something like that. Honestly, I can't. I'm not even sure I've ever. I don't know when the last time I fell through a bridge was. It's been years?
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
Just fell through a bridge, Semus Garobo. Alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's happening. It just, I don't say, I'm not sure when the last time I've seen it. A long, long time. But typically that is, like I say, it's because, we updated the Havoc physics engine, and some of the older content has little, the sort of invisible walls that existed at one time are now slightly different due to that update. So when you run through it, you might actually fall through. That's most likely what's happening. But like I say, we would need a specific quest and location to take care of it.
And fate. I could feel him, the caster of the spell. It is not what we think. But first, the crystal.
Let's see. Titan says, I hear there will be a dev on the stream. News to me. That's cool if someone wants to pop in. I'm all for it. So, the bonus this week, it's a good one. It's a plus 10% party XP bonus. So, not raid bonus, but every member of your party other than yourself will get you plus 10% XP. So, it's a great way to get lots of XP this weekend. Additionally, we're going to be kicking on... That's a weekend bonus. And then we're also having a week-long... get my brain right. Mysterious Remnants Vendor bonus. Cloaks and Crowns. That's what it's going to be. So, Cloaks and Crowns this weekend. That'll kick off. Both of those things are going to kick off late tomorrow. The Party XP bonus runs through the weekend. And the vendor availability runs through the entire week. So basically, shut off next Friday morning. Week Friday.
Grumbles the seer. Made to fight against me. Time we ended this outrage. Arrows shower down from the entrance to the crater's northern slope.
Time to run Cold Chamber with a 50% pot. Really, Cold Chamber? If you want to. I think there would be better XP per minute quests than that, but... Looking at you, spies in the house. Yeah. Or even, frankly, the pit, once you get it down really good. Frankly, let me even say this. Tomb of the Tormented, because I know you guys love that quest. Tomb of the Tormented, once you get it down, is some amazing XP per minute. So that plus a 50% XP boost would be highly recommended if you're looking to get all the XPs.
The seer awaits your order, nervously looking at the ground above and beyond. The seer turns to you. The ritual begins.
Buddy Week is a shameless piker multi-boxer. Yeah. Play how you want to play, man. I mean, you're right. It definitely is an advantageous time to do those things if you're into doing that kind of thing. But, you know, we're not going to not do it just because of a few people that might try to take advantage of it. Yeah, Litany of the Dead, there's another good one for you. So I think maybe someone can tell chat if you want to tell chat, but I can't think of it. I bet Spies in the House has got to be the best XP per minute in the game right now. Perhaps Impossible Demands, maybe? But Spies gets much more base than Impossible Demands. For quests, not raid group quests. Shadow Crypt? Yeah, that's a good one too. Shadow Crypt's kind of a pain to run though sometimes. Unless you really know the maps. Or have the wiki up. I don't mean a pain, I mean it takes a while.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
Oh, Sane Asylum, huh? That's an interesting one. I haven't really seen people do a lot of Sane Asylum. I wouldn't surprise me, because, you know, again, once you get the process down, you could probably cruise through it very, very quickly. But that's interesting. I haven't really seen a lot of people, like, during these bonus XP weekends, I don't know that I've seen a lot of, like, Sane Asylum runs being talked about. Maybe we'll start. Oh yeah, Vaughn 3, of course, Vaughn 3, right? How could I forget Vaughn 3? So yeah, there would be a nice group up. Do Vaughn 3, Spies in the House, Sane Asylum.
The magic comes from the spire. Go now. Stop
Possible
this
demands.
madness.
Pit. Nice set O bonuses for the weekend. That'll get you pretty far. Check an XP pot, BVIP. Get your guild bonus, Voice of the Master, or whatever. Oh. There we go. Yeah, what goes up is another good one, but that can, again, can take a while to do, so.
Just in time, says Whirl. Look, the gate to the spire's gone down, and a horde of maddened monsters is coming through it.
I'm afeared. No. Oh, Whisking too, yeah. There you go. Although, you know, again, Whisking kind of depends on how lucky you get on the pathing.
Skeleton was casting the Madstone spell is no more. But why was it here in the first place? Perhaps Whirl and his seers have answers.
I pass you the relics again.
Oh, sorry, too late.
Good, good, the giant
Yes.
roared. My seers say these skeletons were dragon magic. Our ancestors' bones.
Yeah, level
used to
17,
hide their
absolutely.
dirty truths.
Litany Farm and
Of course,
Sane
upon
Asylum
their
and all the
heads.
rest of that.
This is a place to avoid. The crater here will drive you mad, and only death will bring peace.
Oh, Fire Caves, Maraud the Mines, not bad XP either. Fire Caves, really? That's a new one to me. $20K in 3 minutes? Yeah, that sounds like a lot of XP. Oh. Shoot, I forgot to sell. Let me sell quick. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to add that to my list. I don't really run that quest that much. It's a fun quest, though. Mid-August for Lamania build. That's the general time frame. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, the main thing is we need to get character copy to Lamania working, because clearly you guys need to bring over your crafters to test out Caneth crafting. So that's a priority. Yeah, I'd probably be down for doing the dragons. Any plans on epifying Stormcleave, Tira Decan, and Red Willows? Ruins. All three of those would be awesome. But no. I would love to see all three of those, personally. Great. Yeah, I mean, we could, sit there on admins and kind of spawn, get you up on crafting levels and all that, but it'd be a pain, especially if we want to get a large number of people hitting the system, which we do. So it's much better to have us do the Lamania character copy if at all possible. Spicy says, Devil's a Shafroth. Honestly, I'm probably okay on dragon skills. Realistically, the odds of me making dragon scale armor on this character, the server, are pretty low. So it's not really that big a deal. But I guess if I would say prefer, I would assume black, right? Legendary Reaver's Reach. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Kalen raises a good point, basically about perhaps raising the level cap on Cerulean Hills Slayers to level 5. That's a good one. Yeah, see, if I don't know that we would have any plan. I think we're going to be focusing on new content for a while, rather than say epifying existing content. It's always something we could, respond to your feedback as you want us to do it. But I think the current plan is just to
stand in the center
do that.
The air around the circle crackles with magic. The giant's eyes are dull and clouded with malice. I deem you unworthy.
I mean, for sure, the old dragon touched armor is not a currently desirable armor set. Well, it's still not terrible, but it definitely needs a big rework for sure. But that would be a pretty big pack to epify. were we to try to do that. Because that would involve a whole new armor crafting system, presumably. In addition to, frankly, a lot of content and wilderness areas. And I guess I should just let you guys take care of it. That is a really good point on Cerulean Hills. I'm going to bring that up and see if that's something we can do. Makes a lot of sense. Hey, it looks like we have a someone interested in... Oh, the video ended, huh?
With no more giants left behind the portals, the guards rush through the door to do you in. And the last of the attackers lies dead at your feet. A golden glow flickers in the room ahead, lighting the way deeper into the Tor.
Sorry if you're watching on YouTube, it looks like we had a brief hiccup where the stream didn't end, but you have to refresh the screen to get it. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but... Brief hiccup on YouTube side, perhaps. Paid reset for kill counts in explorer areas. Pretty nice.
Others of these ancient giantish barriers were deactivated as well. The magical giantish barrier is down. You are free to move deeper into the Tor.
See, I like it. Stealer of Souls, man, that's a personal favorite of mine. Like I say, I know, as people are saying, maybe the armor system doesn't quite match today's game world, but man, that quest is awesome. I imagine it's quite a bit easier too with the air elemental change from a few years ago.
As the lever clicks into place, one of the two faces near the far door lights up.
I really do need to do a Stealer of Souls stream. Yeah, the problem is really flagging, right? Because you've got to. I would want to have at least not necessarily the full group, but a moderately full group to do it, and getting a whole bunch of people flagged for it's fairly significant because you have to get the those gems and everything too.
Ancient gears grind deep underfoot. The path forward has opened.
What has been the biggest update yet? Depends on what you define as big. If you're talking about amount of content and you're not going to exclude expansions, then it might actually be update 28 from last December.
The portal master
If you're going to include expansions, then it would be probably Menace of the Underdark.
an elaborate spell. You did not have to come here this time. The portal master said, when I am done casting Reaper, the green statue breaks. The portal master snarls.
Another possibility would be update the Shroud, the Veil of Twilight. That's a really big piece of content.
As the second statue breaks, the portal master lets out a roar. What have you done? He cries. I will paint these walls with your remains.
Nice.
Dragons.
Here die for bears. Yes. Yes. Yes, we need hair dye for bears. Are you kidding me? Pink bears running around. Yeah, that's probably what would happen. We could even have a... Oh my god. Can I actually say this? We could have bear styles, like hairstyles, where you could have a mohawk bear. Have a big dreadlocked bear or something. Bear styles. Yeah, I would say Ascension Chamber and Stealer of Souls are certainly among the longest flagging that we currently have in the game. You know, they were made during a time which was a little bit different. It was all free to play. You know, the content. It was meant to sort of be a challenge to flag and then run. That was sort of the design philosophy at the time. I don't know that, you know, we operate under those same principles today. Rainbow-colored Mohawk bear. Yeah. Mullet bears. Yes! Oh my god. Yeah, we should have a two-handed pickaxe. That would be really awesome. Like for elementals, I agree. That'd be a very cool weapon. Yeah. Silverender says, what about Reaper mode? Basically, it would be a new tier of difficulty to the game. It's not something that we have abandoned, but it's not something that we have prioritized in the short term either. So I don't know. Hard to say what the future of that is. But it's definitely something that we, you know, would be interested in perhaps taking a look at in the future here. But it's just not, you know, it's going to be a big project, so I don't know what its current state is, per se. We're fine, take them down. So back to Bear Hair Dye. Yeah, you're right. We don't... I actually don't even think... We don't have a single two-handed piercing weapon, do we? That's interesting. Ooh. Anyone want that ring? Cool, thanks. Alright, I actually have a 1 o'clock meeting here, so I need to call it a stream rather than do the other two dragons. But you guys are welcome to keep going. I mean, clearly you could do it without me, so might recommend it. Just a quick note, I will get you guys turbine point codes in the in-game mail system a little bit later on today as a way to say thanks for joining me on the live stream today. Really do appreciate it. And thank you very much for joining me in chat. Don't forget you can find our full schedule on twitch.tv/DDOstream. We also have a link to a Google Calendar if you want to add it to your calendar program. You can find our archive videos both on Twitch and on YouTube. It's youtube.com/DungeonsandDragons. 4 o'clock today we have DDO as she has played Titans on at 10. Tomorrow, brighter days ahead tonight. And like I say, you can just find her full schedule there as well. Looking forward to showing more Update 32 stuff for you in the coming weeks. Really appreciate you joining me. Reminder, no Friday afternoon this Friday at noon, most likely, unless my car gets fixed up really quick, but probably isn't going to happen. So, let's just say no Friday afternoon this week. Alright, thanks again. See you again soon.